To your glutes and obliques flow. This flow, we're going to be hitting our glutes on all different angles, working all our glute muscles, our glute min, our glute mid, and our glute max. And we're going to get into a little bit of obliques here as well. We're going to start with our breath and then get straight into it. So just come to find a comfortable position. You can sit cross-legged, and then maybe you'd like to close down through the eyes. Bring in right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. And just allowing the breath to settle before we start moving our bodies. Allowing everything to slow down. Just notice the air traveling in and out through the nose. And then see if you can start to send the breath just a little bit deeper. Breathing down to the belly, feeling the rise of the palm. And then exhale as you soften the lips, let it out. Feel more like this. Big breath down to the belly, expanding the ribs to the sides. And then a long breath out. Soften the jaw, soften the eyelids. Allow your shoulders to hang heavy. 2 more like this. Big breath into the belly. And then a long breath out through your lips. Last one here. Can you breathe into your belly? Hold it there. Take another sip of air up to the chest. Hold for 3, 2, and then 1 long extended exhale out. Alrighty, beautiful. Blink open the eyes. Give your shoulders a little shake. We're going to get straight into it. So I'm going to come on all fours to start. We're going to come down onto our forearms and then lengthen the left leg out, toes untucked. Starting to lift that left leg up and then tap your toes back down gently on the floor. So we're just working that raise of the left leg up and then back down. Now I want you to really bring your attention to your chest, feeling as if you're pressing your chest away from the mat, lifting away from your shoulders. Good. Pressing your upper back nice and high away from the floor, puffing the chest up between the shoulder blades. Good. Now, we don't want to feel like as if we fatigue here, we're sinking down through the shoulders. So keep pressing your elbows down and your palms down. Now, because it's the left leg that's lifting and lowering, you're going to feel like you have to work a little bit harder on that left hand, left shoulder to keep your hips nice and square. It's almost the feeling of wrapping with that left foot inwards, left inner thigh inwards. So what I mean by that is that when we lift, but we're not wrapping inwards, we might end up like this, open the left hip out. And I want you to really focus on wrapping in towards the midline and down towards the floor. Keeping the back of that left knee really long. So we're really starting to feel that left hamstring and your glute max starting to work. All right, we're just here for 4. We're going to lift and hold in 3. In 2, core is working hard. On your next one, lift and hold. Start to bend your knee in underneath your hip and then toes to ceiling, give me a donkey kick. Bend your knee in, exhale, toes to ceiling, lift up. We're moving from the left hip joint. The knee stays in about the same angle the whole time. Yeah? Starting to add a little pulse. We tap the toes up, pulse it up, and then bring it back down. That's it. We'll lift up, double pulse, bring it back down. So we are starting to get into our glute max and our hemis. So just that bigger glute muscles. Think about that pitch shape. This is what we are working on here. Good. In 5, we're just going to pulse it. Shoulders are starting to fatigue here, so keep pressing up and away from the mat. So good. Last 2. Use that breath. Lift up and hold. Just pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. All right. You're going to come up onto your right forearm. Left hand stays under the shoulders. Can you bring your left knee in towards your left elbow? Now lower your knee down, look to the mat. Exhale, open your knee back out. So now we are working on that smaller glute muscle or muscles. We're working on your glute mid and your glute min. And that right glute is working hard on stability as well. Now the right shoulder has to work a little bit harder on stability as well. And we're starting to get some oblique engagement too. Using that breath, lift up, lower down. Good. Making sure we are not collapsing backwards. So really pressing into your left hand to stay nice and centered. All right, we're starting to add a double pulse. Pulse it up and then bring it back down. Exhale, pulse twice. Inhale, lower down. If you feel it in your neck at all, you can keep your eyes down to the mat. Otherwise, eyes can follow the movement of that left leg. All right, starting to add another layer in 3. Good, in 2. On your next one, double pulse, hold. Extend your leg out on the diagonal, nice long reach. Bend your knee back in and then lower back down. Lift up, pulse twice. Lengthen, toes reach up on the diagonal. Bend your knee in, lower back down. So good. So double pulse lift, extend your leg, and then pinch into the left oblique as you bring your knee back in. Double pulse. Extend it out. Use your breath. Core is nice and engaged the whole time here. Beautiful. Stay with me. Whew. In 5, we're going to get rid of that fire hydrant. We're just going to work that left leg. Extension. Beautiful. In 3. Good. In 2. Next one is that last fire hydrant. And now we're just working that extension of your left leg. We bend it in, squeeze into the left oblique. Good. Squeeze it in, lengthen it out. Good. Starting to add another layer on that next one. You're going to reach it long. As you bring your left knee in, pause. Left knee leans onto your left elbow. Tuck your back toes and extend your back leg long. Bring your knee back down. Lengthen. Whew. All right. Left knee comes into elbow. Tuck your right toes. Lengthen your right leg long. Bring your knee down. Exhale, shoot that left leg up. So good. One extension. And then we bend it back in. Whew. Moving nice and slow. That left glute is feeling it. Getting a bit more core and oblique work as well. All right. In 6, we're just going to lengthen that left leg long. I'm going to add one more layer. In 3, in 2, and 1, reach it long, hold. Tap your toes to the corner of the mat. Lift it up. Bend your knee in. Find the extension of your bottom leg. Bring it down. Lengthen. Tap it down. Lift up. Bring it in. Lengthen your bottom leg. All right. Nice. 1 tap, 1 lift. Bring it in. Lengthen. Good. 2 more like this. So good. Stay with me here. On that next one, can we just stay for the tap and lift? Tap and lift. So good. You can take the eyes down to the mat to find some length through your neck. All right. Little active recovery here in 3. Start to give me 3 pulses in 2 and 1. 3, 2, 1. Tap it down and 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Next time you tap it down, you're gonna tuck your toes, hold it there. Right knee comes towards the left elbow. Bring your left knee down. Lift your left leg up 3 pulses. You tap it down. Right knee, left elbow. Bring it down. Lift up 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Pulse in. Bottom knee down. Lift up. 2, 1, tap it down. Can we add 3 pulses? 2 and 1, tap it down, lift 3, 2, 1, tap it down, bottom knee, 3, 2, 1, tap it down. Good, we're nearly there. 2, 1, it's windy here. 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna hold it there and pulse your left leg up and up and up. Close your eyes if you need. Dig deep. Pressing away from the from the right shoulder and the right underarm. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap your left leg down. Just pulse your right knee in. For 6, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee comes down. Whew. All right. Right hand comes up. Left leg stays long. Left hand under the shoulder. Can you start to reach your left arm open to ceiling? And then bring it all the way back down. Rotate chest to floor. Inhale, open and reach. Feels so good. Exhale, bring it back down. Finding that thoracic rotation. Slowing the breath down. All right. Next time you reach your left arm to ceiling, can you add a lift of your left leg at the same time? Tap your toes as you bring your hand back down. We exhale, lift up. And bring it all the way back down. Good. Lifting away from that bottom arm. Trying to get that left leg in line with your left hip. So good. Nice. 2 more. Adding some pulses. Hold it up on 1. Give me 3 pulses. 2, 1. Bring it down. Good. Lift up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. You can keep your eyes down if you need to take that tension off your neck, just as long as you can maintain the neck nice and long. All right. Changing this up in 3. Beautiful. We're not staying too long in any movement today. It's nice and dynamic. We're moving from one to the other pretty quickly. But we're getting that deep bend with everyone, with every exercise. Good. All right. Next time you lift up, give me 3 pulses, and then tuck your toes back down. Arms are going to stay nice and long. Now, can you take that right hand off the mat, holding that oblique? Good. And then lengthen and reach all the way up. Nice. You're going to lengthen, reach it down to the mat, pause, and then bring your right hand down, left leg lifts. Tap your left leg down. Hover the right hand off the mat, and then lift it all the way up. We bring it down, a little hover, feeling that left oblique starting to engage, and lift that left leg up. If it's too much, you can get rid of any layer here. Maybe you just work those arms and upper body, and you're keeping your left leg down, yeah? We're just here for another 6. Then we pulse in your obliques, and this is it. We're gonna go straight to the other side. Gorgeous. In 4. Find a little bit of a hold before hand comes down. Good. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Next time you come through center, you're going to lengthen down towards the floor and just start to reach and pulse. Reach and pulse. Good. Really feeling that left oblique starting to engage. Woo. Just staying here for another 6, 5, 4. We just hold it in 3. In 2. Stay down. Hold it there. Breathe. Maybe reach your arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Stretch it up. Whew. All right. Quick reset through center. Little shoulder roll. And we're going to get straight to the other side. So you can stay as you are. I'm just going to turn around so you can see it better. Maybe a quick cat cow just for 3. Little reset through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, shine your heart. Then exhale as you tuck your tailbone around your spine. Bring it in. Last one in. Exhale, tuck and round. All right, let's get into it. Forearms are going to come down. And then this time, it's the right leg that's staying long behind us. You're going to point the toes and starting to lift that right leg up and then tap it back down. Lift it up and down. Now that glute should feel nice and fresh. Yes, it was working on some stability, but those are the smaller muscles, yeah? The ones that stabilize. Your glute max should feel pretty fresh. Pressing the chest up to ceiling, pressing your elbows and palms down to floor, especially the right arm, to really square off through the hips. Remember, we're keeping the back knee really long, reaching long through your toes, creating a long line from your heel to your glutes. Feeling the engagement of your abdominals and your obliques. Beautiful. Now, spine stays nice and long so that we are not arching and moving from the torso. Core is working hard to keep that spine stable. Beautiful work. Remembering we're trying to keep that right foot wrapped inward so we are not opening to the side. Yeah, everything is wrapped in towards the midline and towards the floor. Beautiful. Staying with me. We're here for another 6. Last 5. Finding that length, slowing it down, pressing yourself up and away from the floor. Last 3. Last 2. We're going to lift and hold it on 1. Can you curl your heel in towards your bum? Now bend your knee in under the hip and then lift it back up. Knee under hip and then lift it back up. So we're pointing through the toes, reaching toes to ceiling. Knee comes down, toes to ceiling. Knee comes down. Starting to add your double pulse. Up and then bring it back down. Now it's a hip extension and hip flexion. Your knee stays exactly the same. We're extending the right hip as we press your toes up, and then we're flexing as you bring your knee back under your hip. Good. In 3, we're just pulsing. Nice work. In 2, keep pressing the upper back tall, keeping the neck nice and long. Next time you lift it up, just pulse it up. Pulse it up, toes to ceiling. Good. Press it into the right hand. Stay here for 4. We'll lift and hold in 3. In 2, hold. Left forearm rotates. Right hand stays under shoulder. Right knee comes in towards that right elbow. Bend your knee in under your hip. Exhale, lift and open. Good. Inhale, you lower down. Exhale, fire hydrant. Beautiful. All right. Using the breath. Now we're getting into the smaller muscle groups as well. Finding that mobility through the right hip, feeling that hip rotating in the socket. So good. Pressing away from the left shoulder, left underarm. Starting to add a pulse. You lift up, pulse. Twice, bring it down. Good. Double pulse. Bring it down. In 6, starting to add. So good, guys. Whew. In 3, feeling shaky already. 2 and 1. Double pulse, hold. Can you extend your leg out on the diagonal? Beautiful. Bend your knee in and then lower back down. You double pulse, lift up, lengthen and reach. Find that extension for the right hip. Bring it in, lower down. I want you to try and target your right glute as you reach your leg up. So it's not up to the front, you squeeze it back and up. Good. I'm really getting shaky through the right glute when I reach the leg backwards, getting that big squeeze in. I don't know if you can see it, but definitely getting a bit shaky. All right. So good. We're going to get rid of that fire hydrant in another 3. Beautiful. Move with your breath. Stay in tune with your body. thinking about where you want to be feeling this. All right, last fire hydrant. Now reach your leg long and then bend your knee in. Reach it long. Bend it in. Nice. Starting to add. I'm going to bend your knee in. Rest it onto your elbow. Tuck your back toes. Lengthen your left knee long. Bring your left knee down. Reach your right leg up. So good. Knee to elbow. Tuck and lift your bottom knee. Bring your left knee down. And then reach your right leg long. Now, there's nothing fast about it. Move slow and with control. Keep the length of your neck. There's a lot going on here. Can we start to add a toe tap on that next one? You're going to reach that right leg, hold it there. Tap your toes to the corner of the mat. Lift it up and then bring it back in. Lift your left leg. Bottom knee comes down. Reach right leg long. Tap it down. Lift. Bring it in. Trying to maintain the torso pretty still so that we're really just moving from the right hip joint, so that we're really targeting our glutes rather than moving from the lower back. All right. In 3, holding the right leg long. So good, everyone. Beautiful work. Last 2. All right, last one here. Lengthen left leg. Bring it down. Reach right leg up and then tap your toes down. Lift up and lower down. Nice. Can you start to add 3 pulses? You lift up 3, 2, 1. Bring down. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Nice. After those 3 pulses, you're going to tap your toes down and then it's that bottom knee towards opposite elbow. Bring your knee down. Lift right leg up. 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Left knee in and then send it back down. Right leg lifts. 2, 1. Bring it down. Left knee, right elbow. Keeping your neck really long. Keep pressing away from the floor with that left shoulder and underarm. Can you now add 3 pulses? Knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Right leg. 3, 2, 1. We're nearly there. Good. Tap it down. Left knee. 2, 1. Bring it down. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Good. 3, 2, 1. Don't think about it. Just move. We're so close now. In 5, we're just going to pulse that right leg up. In 4. Good. Stay with me. 3 pulses in each one. In 3. Good. In 2. Whew. All right. Last one here. And then tap your left knee back down to floor. Right leg lifts. Pulse it up. Nice. Stay with me. Extend your toes. Reach it long. Last 6, 5, 4, 3. Bring it down in 2. Bring it down on 1. Tuck it in. Just pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. Take a moment. Press up onto both hands. Breathe. Whew. Okay. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Rotate the chest. And then bring it all the way back down. Little active recovery. Inhale, reach. And twist. Left toes are now behind me. Finding that nourishing breath. Sending fresh new oxygen to all cells of the body. Slowing everything down. Next time you reach the right arm up, you're starting to take the right leg up. Good. And then tap your toes as your hand comes back down. We will reach and open, lift the right leg, and then bring it back down. Again, you can keep your eyes down to floor if you need. Starting to engage a little bit more through the right oblique now. as we keep working on the right glute. Good. Again, you can keep the right leg down just like so if you need to. Starting to add 3 pulses otherwise, and then bring it all back down. Good. Reach it up. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Lift it up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We're just here for 2 more like this before we change it up. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Tap your toes down. Now reach your hands along, a little hover of your left hand off the mat, and then press yourself all the way up. Lean it to the left, lengthen to the right oblique, and then hand comes down, right leg lifts. Tap your toes down, little hover left hand off the mat, big squeeze into the right oblique to come back up. Nice, finding that length, hold it, and then bring your hand down. Beautiful. All right, last little bit of hard work for today. Really feeling into the right oblique. Almost there. In 5, we're just gonna pulse it, and then you are done. Good, so close now. Beautiful, guys. In 3, in 2, gorgeous. Next time you come up through center, hold. Now we will lean it down to the left, reach your arms. We just pulse. Let's go for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your hand down, right arm overhead, open the side of the body, and then bring it all the way back down. All right, let's take a seat and stretch it out. So good, quick and effective. Let's bring that right ankle over the left knee. Press your chest nice and tall, arms are long. Press the right knee away from you, taking a little sway side to side. Breathing in and out through your nose, slowing down that breath. Just for 2, and 1. Let's switch those legs. Left ankle, right knee. Press your chest. Press your left knee away from you. Maybe taking that little sway side to side. Deep breath in and out through the nose. So good. Last 2. And 1. All right. Just come to find that cross-legged position, sitting down. Let's slow everything down, finishing with our breath. Before we do that, just take a nice big breath in, reach your arms up. Bring your right hand down to the floor, reach your left arm up and overhead. Open to the side of the body. Breathe in and then reach it over to the other side, lengthen. Big breath. Exhale, come back through center. Bring in the right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Closing down through the eyes. Allowing your elbows to hang heavy to the side of the body. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from ears. Big breath in and down to the belly. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh out. Let it go. 2 more like this. Big breath in. Long extended exhale. Last one here. Big breath. And then let it all go. So good. Blink open the eyes, little roll of the shoulders. We're all done. Great job. So good. Hope you're feeling great, and I'll catch you next time.